Oh, this is Michael. Here is a pretty wetlands area about 29 miles south of Dubuque, Iowa. I think it's around 6 or 7 in the morning. And I've never really seen the mist here is quite deep and thick. It's one of the thicker mists I've seen on wetlands or marshlands. And it's dissipated a little. The phone camera probably doesn't pick it up as good as but over here it tells about the animals around here, mostly birds. I guess there's fish down there. Well, I really haven't seen a wetlands this extensive before. There's a duck out there. I don't think the camera can pick it up. There's some other ducks. So here it has wetlands make great nurseries and restaurants for waterfowl. Wetlands provide food, water, and shelter for a variety of plants and animals. Many species of birds, including ducks, geese, woodpeckers, hawks, shorebirds, and songbirds, feed, nest, and raise their young in wetlands. It says home sweet home. Wood ducks usually build their nests in tree cavities near wetlands. In many areas, wood ducks have trouble finding nesting sites. Providing wood ducks nest boxes helps solve that problem and protects them from predators. So there's some kind of like a thing that looks like a bird feeder or mailbox or something there for birds, and there's a picture. There's a map of the US, and there's an interesting looking bird there. Over here it says take a break. Small wetlands like the Huntsville Marsh serve as important nesting places or for spring and fall migrants. Waterfowl and other birds refuel on plants, insects, and fish before continuing their journeys. I guess they mean flying south or north in winter or fall, or in fall or spring. I guess north in spring and south in fall, thanks to the efforts of organizations like Ducks Unlimited. These important wetland habitats are part of the protection and restoration of these rural areas. That's called a belted kingfisher for bird connoisseurs, bird watchers, bird experts. Here, that is the wood duck that was talking about. There is says, I don't know, Carson back or something like that. I don't know what that means. Some kind of duck. Blue-winged bird, blue-winged whatever. There is I can't read it, Malkberg. Anyway, there's some pretty pictures of birds. It looks like a swan there. It's some kind of duck. So they have these, the sun has been rising over in the east, over there, and they have these swirling little hills out here in Iowa. They're different from, like in Missouri, they're smaller hills. They're like little mounds, and there's sort of towns and people living out there. Here, they have farms, smaller than the Illinois or Wisconsin farm, but they have these beautiful wetland areas here. Looks like they have groups of people living on the farms. You know, you see half a dozen cars, or what wetlands do for you. Wetlands are an important link between land and water. In addition to providing fish and wildlife habitat, wetlands protect the health and safety by reducing flood damage and preserving water quality. And then here they have erosion control. Wetland plants hold the soil in place with their roots. Well, I didn't know that. I guess that's how the gums hold the teeth in place as you get older, with their roots absorb the energy of waves and break up the flow of a stream or river current. Erosion control. Again, for me, that's news. I didn't know that wetland plants hold the soil in place with their roots. I didn't know that. Flood storage. When rivers overflow, wetlands help to absorb and slow floodwaters. This ability to control floods can reduce property damage and loss and can even save lives. Well, there's a picture of a flood with a picnic table and a car there flooding. Of course, you wouldn't want the flooding in the first place. Drinking water, about 80% of Iowans get their household water from groundwater. Water held in wetlands slowly seeps underground, replenishing this valuable resource for households, agriculture, and industry. And up here, water quality. Wetlands absorb excess nutrients, sediment, and other pollutants before they reach rivers, lakes, and other bodies of water. So that's supposedly absorbing the pollutants before they get into the rivers, lakes, and other water bodies. There's a water faucet picture, drinking water next to it. There's the picture close-up of a wetland with like the lily pads floating around on there, and they look like little flowers, and for water quality. And then here another picture of the river bank on the wetland. And then here, by the way, this is not real far away from the Mississippi, is just east of here, the Mississippi River, coming down from the Twin Cities down through St. Louis and down to New Orleans. Very large river in the United States. American lotus. There's a picture of it. Cattail. Arrowhead. Yellow nut sedge. Sandbar willow. Duckweed. Well, so there you have it at this observation deck on this little highway here. This is a small local, like a county road, county highway or something. And you can see the splotches of sunshine coming up. You can see the spotted sky up there with the clouds. When you're in western Illinois, you can see great long distances to the horizon. Here they have these little swirling hills and all the corn that they grow in Iowa. And there you have the sunrise over there. Wow. You can hear all the birds and animals here. I see a duck over there, and I saw several other ducks. And of course, to me, it looks like a bog with all that mist coming off it. But they call it a marsh or a wetland here. Over in Wisconsin to the east, they call them marshes. Here are these signs here. Observation deck calling them wetlands. Very fresh morning air here, and rather pretty and friendly. Well, I'm going to stop here around 9.5, 10 minutes.